everyone's here tonight. Special KOF. Shout out to the homeboys at Dream Cancel. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Dream Cancel podcast, and this is episode 109 of Dream Cancel Live. My name is Desmond, the administrator of DreamCancel.com. In this episode, we're going to talk about all things Lunar Eclipse SNK Phase 2019. It's an event that's going to be held in Brooklyn, New York this weekend, March 1st and 2nd. And we're talking to the main TO, Monta, about all things regarding the event. Games that's going to be held there, people that's going to be coming out, where it is, all sorts of things. So if you're interested in knowing more about the event, please stay tuned. We're going to talk to him very, very, very shortly. And before that, we're just going to just talk about just some general SNK KOF news that's been going on recently. So I want to thank everybody right now for tuning in. We appreciate it very, very much. If you are on Twitter, give this a share. If you're on Facebook, share it with all your friends. If you are watching the YouTube archive, give it a thumbs up. Comment any questions that you may have about this episode. And visit DreamCancel.com and visit our Discord server. So thank you very much. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Monta. Yo, let me try to unmute him. Cool. All right, let me see. Oh,
hello?
Yo, what's up, man? Dude, I got nervous at first. Dude, it kept like shading out when I try to unmute you, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, what's up, dude?
No, I'm just chilling here on a Sunday night.
All right,
talking with you.
Oh, great. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's all good. Thank you very, very much, man. If you could, can you give us just a short, like super short bio, man, about who you are, kind of things you have done so far in the scene. If you could feel free.
Well, over the past year, I've been mainly doing the French Red scene locals. So essentially, my group is called Lunar Phase. We started as a part of Team Stickbug, the guys who do all the anime locals over in New York. They usually do like Guilty Gear, and nowadays they do Dragon Ball and Blaze Blue Tag. Mm-hmm. So I started pretty much after they pretty much dropped on them like from their lineup. I pretty much said people want to play this game, people are hungry for this game. Let me just run it myself.
Right.
That was kind of the idea. I'm like, okay, let me just do it myself. So I decided, okay, I'm going to run a side tournament for both this and Melty Blood. Melty Blood because Melty Blood is my baby. That's like the main game that I like.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, which one exactly?
Well, I want to play current code.
Okay, all right.
The newest one, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
So that's pretty much how we started out. I mean, that's pretty much how I started out. So it wasn't originally. It was just me, just running a small side tournament. I would just stream off my laptop, try to get some footage. It was really, really poverty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man, that's kind of the best way sometimes, man. It feels more comfortable sometimes. You just rock what you got.
Yeah. Eventually, eventually my guy who streams my events now, used to play in my events. His tag is Datagram. Okay. Some of you might know him. He also does things for the Skullgirls community because he started out with, I think he may have started out with Skullgirls. Mm-hmm. So he actually used to run Skullgirls online events. But anyway, he pretty much just said let's I can stream it for you. I can buy like a mixer, mics. I can get a desktop with a built-in capture card, and then from there, you pretty much I just told him okay, you can take over to stream it for me, if you want, and then that's pretty much how we kind of eventually started out, because we officially became Lunar Phase after Super TSB last year. We became Lunar Phase in May of 2018.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Relatively new, would you call it? Pretty much. That's
We're pretty new.
okay.
Yeah, I would say we're pretty new still.
Okay. So kind of more like a offshoot of like those other groups a little bit, or would you call it, or
We're essentially, I'd say we're more grassroots
yeah,
compared to some of those other groups, like NLBC and Team Stickbug do. Obviously, they do locals also, but it's a little bit more. I don't want to say. I guess NLBC might be esports.
yeah,
Team Stickbug is kind of esports to an extent, although sort of, not really.
right.
But essentially, we essentially stemmed from Team Stickbug dropping a game and then just picking it up because we wanted to have tournaments. And I said, okay, I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, my thought process with it was basically we basically did a house session. We did a house session. There were like 8 of us, 9 of us there. I'm just like, okay, there's like 9 of us here. We can definitely do, some type of side tournament over here, and then maybe we can get some new players. And
Yeah.
now we get on average about 20, 22 people.
Right. Okay. All right. Well said, man. That makes a lot of sense. All right. So before we get into talking more about the tournament this weekend, why don't we go a little bit into just some general news, some shout outs to some various organizations, and talk about just some tournaments and events that's been kind of happening this past, I would say, few weeks or so. So, like always, if you want t-shirts, go to dreamcouncil.com/shop. Visit our Patreon page if you would like to support Dream Council monthly. You'll get videos and stuff before anyone else, I would say, in advance. Also, visit our Discord server. We have a lot of fun there, just to let people know. Yeah, we have online events every so often. We have matchmaking. You can ask questions. You could
Coaching.
Oh yeah, coaching. Oh yeah, man. Like there's people that are getting coached. I would say, man, there's a lot of people, a fair amount of new players that love to ask questions. So if you have any questions about KOF, feel free to check it out. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Saltamiya. Go ahead and grab Saltamiya stickers, pillows, keychains, and t-shirts. Big shout outs to her. And also, if you are running an event, feel free to sign up for the SNK Esports Support Program. If you would like to have your event supported by SNK. And real quick, just want to talk about a recent event that we hosted at Dream Council, the 11th Dream Council King of Fighters 14 online tournament for PS4. This happened yesterday. We had, was it like 7 players and it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun, and we have all the videos on YouTube of all the matches, and then we have one long video of like the whole event. So if you go to our YouTube channel, feel free to check it out. And also, we will post up a front page post about it too. So stay tuned to that. Also, let's see, Neo Geo World Tour. So from what I remember, there is, I think just wrapping up today was the LA stop for Neo Geo World Tour.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
California stop.
Yep. And I watched a little bit of 14. El Rosa won that tournament, if I clearly recall. He had, correct me if I'm wrong, it looked like he had Verse, King of Dinosaurs, and Shanae, and maybe some other characters. Did you check that out, or?
No, I haven't. I haven't got a time to watch it, but that's
Oh, okay, yeah.
King of Dinosaurs got to win. That's pretty cool.
I know that's crazy, man. But yeah, El Rosa has a very, very good um, King of Dinosaurs. Very, very good. Moving right along, I want to talk about the tournament that happened. What was it, like a few weeks ago? Evo Japan 2019. King of Fighters 14 was held there. Very, very good tournament. Shout out to was it M Dash? If I clearly recall. Yeah, that was a great tournament. Yeah, shout outs to the people running Evo Japan for King of Fighters 14 and many other games that was there. A lot of good moments was seen there. And I want to talk real quick about some upcoming tournaments. So, Vegas Cup, March 23rd, 24th. Part of the Neo Geo World Tour. Check that out. There's a pot bonus. I forgot how much it is, but I know it's a lot of money. I might need to take a look at how much it has grown up to. But yeah, shout outs to the Vegas scene for that. And all the way in May, Combo Breaker 2019, May 24th through 26th. That's going to be held in St. Charles, Illinois.
Yeah, Pleasant Run. Yeah.
Yep, Pleasant Run. You been there?
Nah, it's gonna be. I'm already registered. I'm already guaranteed. Pretty much guaranteed to go. This is gonna be my first Combo Breaker actually.
Hey, just to let you know, man, you're going to be having a really good time there. It's a great event. It's a great tournament. I'm gonna be there. I have my PTO hot and ready to go, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's definitely going to be a good time, and yeah, you'll definitely enjoy it, man. It's a great tournament. It's ran really well. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, man. So I don't know how big it's going to get this year. Last year was pretty big, but yeah, it's going to be pretty big.
I didn't even get a chance to book a hotel at the venue. That's normally what I like to do, and it sold like it released while I was at work, and then and then it was all booked before I even got out of work, and I can't use my phone at work, so I couldn't even book a hotel.
Oh, dude, it got ate up almost a couple hours after it was announced, man.
It was like three or 4 hours.
Yeah, dude. We usually have a hotel there, like at the venue, but so we had to book across the street or somewhere, man. So yeah, I'm in a room.
Even that got booked mad quick.
Oh
too.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did.
Both of them. That was kind of my idea, like get it across the street then, and then I look at it, I'm like, okay, this is sold out also.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting like a Super 8 Wyndham hotel like 2 miles out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, it's just like a 5-minute Uber ride, so it's not too bad. But I just found it crazy. I'm like, damn, I didn't even get the chance to try and book a hotel.
I know, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know it was going to sell out that quickly, man. But I mean, I'm glad that it did. I mean, it shows like the high level of interest people have for it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be there. It should be big. But I think that's kind of it as far as like the rest of the season goes from my end. But why don't we get into I almost forgot. SNK Heroine Tag Team Frenzy came out on PC a couple days ago. Oh man, are you into that game?
Nah, definitely. Nah, I haven't even touched that game.
Okay.
I've seen footage of the game. I've heard some things about the game.
Yeah.
The game looks like it's a fun party game. I wouldn't. The customization is kind of wild. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The game is a lot of fun. Like, and as far as it being a party game, dude, I've had some intense matches in that game, dude. There's nothing party mode or party-ish about it, man. That game is. It can get at a high level. That game can get pretty intense, you know. So that's kind of my thing with it. The thing is that like, yeah, the price is kind of, you know, up there, and then there's like DLC and stuff like that, and like from what I experienced on the PS4 version, but the net code is like, it was kind of inconsistent for me personally. I don't know how other people felt, but I wonder if it's different for the PC. So PC players, you know, give us your report. Let us know how it is. But I think that's it as far as like other stuff right now, man. Let's get into talking about like lunar phase, man. Lunar eclipse. So man, first things first. Can you give us a little background history on the I would say lunar eclipse phase brand or you know?
Oh, the name. Well, the series mainly because we already used full moon for our monthlies.
Oh yeah,
so we needed something because this is something kind of bigger or special. We decided, okay, well, an eclipse is a special event, and we are type moon themed, so may as well go with lunar eclipse. And then, since it could be like phases of the moon, we went like, okay, it's gonna be phase whatever, where whatever the theme is gonna be. So this is actually the second lunar eclipse event. The first lunar eclipse event was for Examu games. That was for the Million Arthur release. Mm-hmm. So we did lunar eclipse phase Examu back in December, and now lunar eclipse phase SNK, which I was planning kind of also at the same time. And as a special event now, obviously it's going to be like in a week now.
Right. Okay.
That's kind of like the thought process between the naming.
Right. Okay. You mentioned the monthly, so y'all just had one yesterday.
Yes.
How did it go?
Nah, it was pretty incredible actually. It was practically at least for Under Night, it was practically a regional sized tournament with 47 entrants for Under Night.
Wow.
Which is the biggest tournament we've had, and the only reason it's the second biggest tournament that New York's ever had for Under Night is because the first tournament for UNL back in like 2014 had like 64 people.
Wow, dude.
So this is the second biggest Under Night tournament, and probably the biggest Uniest tournament in New York thus far.
Wow.
We had a lot of people from different states coming out, and it was definitely a lot of fun. Everybody seemed to be happy. A lot of good high level competition. And the good news is New York actually came out on top. Also, a lot of the New York players beat out all the out of state players in the top 6. So that made me happy too.
Right.
Little New York pop up right there.
Right. Cool. That's great, man. Who won KOF? Marco, right?
So yeah, the top 3. Well, top 4. I'll give you top 4.
Yeah.
Marco came in first. Shadow came in second. Shadow was actually put in losers by Monk, and Shadow ran it back in losers finals of KOF. So that was cool. Third was Monk, and then fourth was Big Viper.
Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah.
Great. That sounds good. Cool.
Yeah, Big Viper actually beat Roman in upset, so that was also pretty good. I like that.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can we see archives of that?
You can currently see the archives on our channel over at Lunar Phase Live. All this does get uploaded to YouTube. As far as I'm the one who does all the uploading, so when I get to it, I'll be able to upload and put in timestamps so you can tune in like to the specific match you might want to watch. But currently, you can actually watch all the archives at Lunar Phase Live.
Okay. All right. Great. Cool. I'll check that out later. All right, let's go a little back to Lunar Eclipse SNK Phase. I have a couple of the posters here made by Saltamiya. So, real quick, like, what was like the big inspiration to make this one for SNK games? Like,
I mean, SNK is more or less where, like, if I wasn't as young as I were when I started in the FGC, KOF 13 probably would have been my first competitive game, personally. Definitely the first game that I played a lot of. I actually got Monk in. You might know Monk. He's also a KOF player. I'm the one who got him into KOF back when I started trying to go out to locals. So for us two, it was pretty much like the game that we played a lot at, like when he would just come over, and etc.
Yeah.
And it kind of holds like a lot of SNK is also a franchise that I've always liked. I've always dabbled with like 98, 2002, just playing online. 14, I started dabbling with more recently, only because I kind of didn't have access to 14 until recently.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I do like I like the franchise a lot, and I wanted to do something special for it because I thought like all these other. I was just looking at like events that I look at events like Arturo would do, NYC Furby, TS Saban.
Yeah.
I would do like special events for like really like Marvel, like kind of like the Marvel 2 events that he's been doing recently. That he's been streaming recently. So special events kind of like those just have me like thinking like maybe we should do something for the SNK community. And I thought, okay, let's do something that I think if it has been done, hasn't been done in a while, or at least it's never been done in New York, like an SNK themed only event for this version. Well, yeah, let's do like an SNK only themed event with like a bunch of different SNK games raging, not just in KOF but also Sam Show, Sam Show, Fatal Fury, and Last Blade. What we do.
Right. All right, cool, man. Real quick, let's run down the list of games and the venue fees if you feel like it. So let's see. On this poster that I have, we have King of Fighters 98, 02, 13, and 14.
Yes. So actually, 98, 2002, the vanilla versions of the game. So we're not using we're just playing vanilla.
Okay.
13 and 14, the other games are Samurai Showdown 2, 5 Special, and then The Last Blade 2 and Garo.
All right, cool.
And then actually, I have to announce soon. We're also doing a side tournament for 2002 on Friday.
Ooh, okay.
And besides that, there's actually 2 special, one exhibition and then 1 special event that we're doing. The special event is just the 2v2 KO 14 tournament that we went on Friday. And the exhibition is actually a New York classic. It's a KOF 13 exhibition between the Team Stigma crew, the anime players, so people like Minus, Malik, and Liston, those heads, versus the KOF crew over here in New York. So it's pretty much the lineup is between on the TSB sides, Malik, Minus, Liston, Zeal, and right now I'm missing somebody. Oh, A3 Religion.
Oh, yeah, A3 Religion. Aaron, right?
Yes. Ahmad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, got it. All right, cool, yeah.
And then on the KOF head side, it's Rome, Aru, Marco Polo, Pachu, and Shadow.
Ooh, man, that sounds monstrous. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and when is that going down again? Let me write that down, man.
So on the Friday, we're doing all the exhibitions. Because we're going to start Friday's practically setting up and doing exhibitions.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. And then Saturday because I felt like it's a 2-day event, but I don't want to ostracize anybody who might have entered like Sam Show. Just have them come on, so I just thought let's just do all the tournaments on Saturday.
Okay.
And do and then we might even add on to that just based on like Luis Cha coming out, among other things. We might even do like something maybe like Marco Polo versus Luis Cha, maybe like a first to 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, great, man. Speaking of Luis Cha and other players.
Wait, hold up. I forgot to mention also. So we're also doing Twinkle Star Sprites on Saturday at 9 p.m.
Oh, okay.
That's another side tournament that we're doing.
Okay, nice.
I hit up Retro Station, and he's been really trying to run that game recently. So I'm like, you know what? That's SNK. Let's just run some Twinkle Star Sprites at night.
Cool.
After everybody's done.
Before I get to the next question, if you don't mind me asking, what system are y'all using, or like how are people going to be able to play? Like what system or console are y'all running these games on?
Well, KO14 is obviously PlayStation 4's. KO13 I wanted to run. So KO13 I ran into not really an issue, but I wanted to run it on Xbox 360. I'm doing it on PS3 only because most people have PlayStation 4 sticks, and most players like to use their own hardware. Most players don't like to borrow or use other people's stuff. Reasoning why I couldn't do it on Xbox is actually because there's no real way to get a converter for it. Because there's actually only a limited edition Broke converter between PlayStation 4 to Xbox 360. You can only get at Evo 2015 or Evo 2016.
Right. Okay.
So considering that, I'm just like, I'm not. It really wouldn't be worth the effort of trying to find these things. So I just thought, okay, let's just do it on PlayStation 3. It's still a very good version of the game. Even though Xbox 360 is considered the best version of the game, it's still a very good version of the game. So let's just run it on PlayStation 3. And then now here's where we got I tried to be ambitious about it. So the arcade games pretty much the older games, the ones that were all on Neo Geo back when. So all the other games on our roster, we're running them partially on Super Gun and partially on PlayStation 4. They actually released a bunch of these games in kind of it's like ACA, arcade console. I don't know what the last letter would stand for, but like arcade console.
Mm-hmm.
So we're running it on both. Min is streaming it. He's actually, if you guys don't know Min, he's the guy who does 202 Furies. He runs stuff like CVS 2, Alpha 2. He does all that on arcade hardware. So a part of it was kind of like trying to potentially do it mostly on arcade hardware if I can get all the stuff together. However, it turned out to be a little more difficult than expected. So we're doing it partially on arcade hardware and partially on consoles. Luckily, the console versions, for the most part, they all seem to run stable.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the, like, Last Blade 2 actually has a good PS4 port. Sam Show 5S is a good PS4 port, and Garou seems to be a good PS4 port. So it was mostly on, most of it was just convenience, is because we are running 8 games on a tighter schedule. So the main point for me was to make sure that I had enough setups to run all this stuff quickly and effectively. So I don't want to have people there until like 2 a.m.
Oh yeah. That's always.
So for me, I prioritize like, okay, let me get as many consoles as possible, and then like later I'm going to be seeding it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's mainly just to make sure that, okay, let's just have this smooth it out and make sure everybody's comfortable. Essentially, I want everybody to have a good time. I don't want people having to wait like an hour for a match.
Yeah.
Or not being able to or having too many matches interlap, things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well said, man. That sounds good. Good organization. Next question I had. Louis Shot's coming out. So can you go a little bit into the players that are planning on attending?
Yeah. Sorry, the dog's in the back.
Oh, sorry.
Now, other notable players that are coming out, so we have Vicio coming in from Texas. We have, besides Vicio coming in from Texas, we're getting a bunch of people from Louisiana. We're getting Jelly, Mui, and Handsome Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Other players, actually, you guys might know this guy if you watch King of Fridays. Elky Dory's actually coming out.
Oh, yeah, Elky Dory. Shout out to him.
LP SNK. And, besides that, we also have some other players from. Actually, we got some people here from the chat coming out also. Like, see Dynabuster right there. He's coming through.
Okay.
DC Terry's coming through also. So some people in the chat actually coming out. Tamashi Eater's coming out.
Okay.
And then we also have a lot of the more local players. Obviously, Marco Polo should be coming out. Shadow's coming out. And then we're actually also getting some people that we don't see often at SNK tournaments. Just because KOF 13 was very popular with the anime players also, at least here in New York. So we're going to have people like Malik coming out, Minus, 8th Religion, Liston, guys like that.
Right.
We may also potentially be getting a lot of people from Brooklyn video games coming out, so people like Simba and those heads. And considering Luis Chaw's coming out, and I'm pretty sure he won that tournament back last year. It was I think it was Fuerte Beatdown, or it was either Fuerte Beatdown or Dorado Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Pachu definitely wants that run. I'm pretty sure Pachu would definitely want that run back as Luis Cha in 2002.
Yeah.
Pachu wants that run back. Simba probably wants that run back. They'll probably want to go at him. Like Luis Cha, we free.
Word. Cool. Man, that sounds crazy, dude. Wow. Man, this is gonna be
And
Good event.
actually a little bit this is last minute news that I got recently. We might also be seeing El Rosa come out to LPSNK.
Ooh, El Rosa. Okay, wow. And he just won LA Neo Geo World Tour 2 event stop.
Yeah, he just won the event stop and he wants to win here too. He's
Wow.
like, yo, Shaw, Marco Polo, I want to flex.
Wow.
He's trying to flex. He's trying to be like, yo, I'm nice.
Word. Nice.
Let me go win this shit too.
Word. That's dope. That's really, really dope. Next question. So who's going to be streaming? Can you tell us the streamers?
So actually, I can give you the games that are going to be streaming on this channel right now also.
Mm-hmm.
So for on one channel, Lunar Phase Live, it's going to be Samurai Showdown 2, The Last Blade 2. Those are the first two games we're going to stream on that channel. And then we're going to end that stream with KOF 13 and KOF 14.
Okay.
And then the other channel we have is Min's channel, Min 2012.
Okay.
We're going to do KOF 2002, KOF 98, Garo, and then Samurai Showdown 5 Special.
Okay, nice.
All of that will be on a Super Gun. So all that will be on original arcade hardware.
Right. Okay. Cool, man. That all sounds good. Can't wait to check that out. All right, another question. So this tournament is supported by SNK?
Yes, it's supported by SNK. It's supported officially by SNK. We're actually getting... I'm not sure what the merchandise is. They didn't tell me what the merchandise was. We're getting merchandise later this week.
Right.
We're going to see what it is. I'm going to open the box and we'll see what it is.
Okay.
A lot of that stuff we'll probably give out as more prizes. We're actually giving out some Saltamiya charms and potentially pillows also as prizes. We're actually also running a match arena for this event.
Okay. Yeah, you have the link that you want to...
Yeah, I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, you can pop it up in the chat.
But for that event, we're also going to do... Well, for that event, donate to the pot. We're probably going to add some stretch goals. So stretch goals, essentially things that we'll do if we reach a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
And I also believe that Saltamiya is actually going to add stuff that you can buy. So right now you can buy stickers on the page. I believe she's also going to add it so you can buy pillows on the page.
Okay, great.
And if Marco's one to vouch, he told me all their stuff is very good quality. So it feels as good as it looks, essentially. All the charms,
Okay.
they're all excellent quality. So I want to say that her pillows are probably excellent quality also.
Okay.
If you wanna help out Saltamiya, if you wanna help us out, just buy a pillow, buy some charms, maybe buy a Lunar Face shirt, or just donate, and then we'll see what we can do.
Word. Cool, man. That's so dope. Real quick, what like bonus pots prizes for each games are gonna have?
So KOF 14 is guaranteed to have a $150 pop bonus.
Okay.
And KOF 13 is guaranteed to have a $50 pop bonus. I believe Rome also mentioned that he's going to put in a pop bonus for whatever non-KOF game has the most entrants.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's currently Garo
Okay.
at the moment. It's either Garo or Sam Show 5s. So whatever game gets the most entrants, he'll post put in a pop bonus for that. Also, I should also mention that if you want to specify what game you want to put in the bonus for, just type it in the comments for the match arena. So if you want to donate specifically to Sam Show, like I know there are people like Jugnificent and MFG, like those guys, those Sam Show players from Canada. Like I know they might want to donate specifically, maybe like the Sam Show. If they want to, all they got to do is comment and let us know. We'll pay it out accordingly.
Word. Nice. Cool. All right. So next question is, can you tell us a little bit about the venue and the area for people coming out of town that may not be familiar with the area?
So the venue itself is in the Next Level Arcade. If you're familiar with Next Level Battle Circuit, that's where they run those events. It's over in you can either call it Sunset Park Brooklyn, or you can call it like South Park Slope Brooklyn. But around the area, It's very accessible by train. There's a lot of Airbnbs by the area if you want to get an Airbnb by the area to stay around. In terms of food, it's known for a lot of good Mexican food. So if you like Mexican food, that's good. Across the street, there's also a very good Dominican place if you want Dominican food. Area itself, yeah, very Latino. Very, considering the type of event that it is, actually very kind of fitting.
That makes sense. Cool. Very, very nice.
And actually, this is just like a little funny thing. At night, sometimes we hear a lot of salsa music from the bar right next to the place. That might be a little funny thing that might happen.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. That sounds like, you know.
Yeah, like Leash Cha, Leash Cha, combo, like doing like an HD combo pair of 13, while like salsa music playing in the background. We might get that.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That sounds festive, man. It matches with the theme, I guess. Of KOF.
I mean, I went to Brooklyn Video Games, and the first thing they did, like they had a lot of like model, like all the models and everything. Me and Marco Polo actually came in and talked with the owner of Brooklyn Video Games. First thing they did was just offer us a Modelo, and I'm like, yo, word. It's like they're always having a great time in there. Honestly, Brooklyn Video Games is very. Shout out to Brooklyn Video Games actually for holding it down for 2002 and '98.
Right.
It's very. If you want to do trade-ins, it's very good. Or if you want to just like experience, it's kind of like a good old. If you want to experience a place with a good old school feel, it's a very good place. If you want to play on a Neo Geo cab, it's also a very good place. You can even plug in your stick into the Neo Geo cab over at Brooklyn Video Games. They hold it down. Yeah, they hold it down.
Word. Nice. Cool. All right. So, question for you as a TO, like, what are your like tournament organizer like pet peeves? Like, what you can't stand?
We got Andrew over here giving us false information. Next level has a bathroom inside. Don't worry about that. We're sanitary there. We're clean. New York is clean. You might not find paper towels, but that's another story.
Yeah, you gotta have a bathroom in a place, man.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna get shut down by the city.
That too.
Word. But yeah, what's some things that you can't stand, man, when it comes to like running tournaments and stuff like that, man?
Well, one thing I used to not. Nowadays, I just don't tolerate it, so I don't even let it slide. When people leave the venue, they have to play a match.
Ooh. Okay.
Or they got a match coming up. At that point, if they left the venue and I can't find them, I just I put them either if they're in winners, I put them in losers. If they're in losers, I just DQ them because I don't. At that point, you're holding up a bracket, and I can't really. You should have either should have told me, or you shouldn't have taken 40. Like, well, one, you should have told. You definitely should have told me, and depending on what it is, it's not really good decision making. So that's kind of on them at that point. Particular pet peeves besides that one, I guess, not really pet peeve. Hardware isn't going very good. That's definitely when I start freaking out a little bit.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened too often. Like, sometimes controllers don't work, and that's probably one of the more annoying issues that you get something when you're TOing. So someone's controller doesn't work, and now you gotta either try to see if you can fix it or give them another controller. Some people are cool with it, so you just give them another controller, and it's just not exactly the best, but that's you can continue with the tournament. Some people aren't cool with it, so at that point, you kind of got to see what you can do. Either bring them to another setup, or in some cases, it might just take a little longer to get a solution.
Yeah. Cool. Well said. Oh, are they still wilding out in the chat?
Look at that.
Wow. All right, so for like new upcoming TOs, what like advice or tips do you have for them if they want to run their own like tournament series or local or like regional? Like what tips do you have for them?
Well, currently I've mainly ran locals. I would say you mainly think about consistency, and also make sure you talk to your players and talking to other potential players. Basically, just communicating with the player base consistently. and that's pretty much a good way you can get people to come out to your events and get people to know that your event is happening. You make sure you stay in communication with the people you're, one, trying to get to come out to your event, and two, the people you're trying to make sure you kind of, in a sense, you kind of make sure you keep them happy and with the event. At the point in time when they don't think your event is running well, that's a bit of a problem, because now you got a reputation that isn't so positive.
Yeah, that is true, man. Because when you're running anything, man, like you have like a microscope on you. You know what I'm saying? You have the microscope, you got the telescope, you have the binoculars. You know, everything you do is going to be, you know, scrutinized and criticized and stuff like that.
It can even be something small, and that's the thing about social media in general. Nowadays people tend to, some people look at, like, some people will go towards like the negative opinions and just post it right then and there. Kind of like, in a sense, it's kind of emphasized just because it is a negative opinion, so people maybe think twice about actually going to your event, and that's not something you particularly want. So,
yeah.
At least for Lunar Phase, we try to make sure that everything runs as perfectly as we can possibly do.
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday we ran into an issue over at Xena where we were running it because the venue didn't open up until 45 minutes after it was supposed to open up, and we ran into issues with. Well, unfortunately, I have to work on Saturday, so my other TOs help out with actually trying to start it all up, and then because they opened up so late, they got bombarded with people trying to pay them and trying to sign up for stuff.
Yeah, wow, that's too bad.
Now from there, I mean, eventually, it really took us about like an hour to try to get most of it under control, and then eventually we started up. Luckily, and honestly, we didn't even run badly once we got everything under control.
Right.
That's the other thing too. You got to make sure you can stay calm, and basically you got to find a solution for something that might be going on. The other thing is also make sure that things don't overlap a lot. That's probably the most annoying thing as a TO, especially when you run an event with somebody else. When things overlap, or somebody puts on a match that you needed that person for something else, especially when there's like a stream and you got somebody just listening to the commentary for 5 minutes.
Wow.
So that's also something that I talk to my TOs about, like try to like look at the other brackets also, especially if something's on stream. Don't even call that person out for a match, because I need him for the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously, I don't know, like, at least as a viewer, I wouldn't want to watch like 5 minutes, 6 minutes of like ads or just people talking.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, you got to keep the the viewers at home entertained and stuff like that, because even if the stream is bad, like they'll talk about that on social media too, even though that it went good in person offline. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I had to start Under Night a little late, and I wasn't even getting people saying like why you guys start Under Night so late, and it's really a lot of it was just based on like overlap. I looked at the bracket and I was like, if I start this early, it's not even we're gonna basically delay everything else, and it's gonna take even longer just based on experience. So I just waited a little longer, and then we practically ran 92 Under Night matches in 2 hours. So that was. Yeah, the other solution to all this stuff, you're running like bigger brackets, make sure you have setups.
Oh yeah.
That's pet peeve for me for when I go to majors. But I see they only got like 2 setups for like a 36-man bracket. I'm just like, I don't know, you can run this a hell of a lot faster, or you just need more setups.
Okay. Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know what the logistics are with maybe like electricity and layout.
Yeah.
I don't know what the logistics may be with that, but I know for a fact that he was running like a Mash Fest. They took about like 6 hours to run that whole 32-man bracket because they only had 2 setups.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
It's the one that Marco won, and what they did essentially, they ran every single winners match. They ran that on stream, and then they ran losers on like a separate setup they had somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Luckily, they had a second setup. Otherwise, holy crap, they would have been there. That would have been like 10 in the morning grand finals or some shit.
The next day. Next day.
You're drinking coffee and like pancakes or some shit.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, no matter.
We would have to have like a break. We'll go to like Denny's for a quick second and then come back.
Yeah. Breakfast break. Yeah. No matter how like big the tournament is, dude, like there's always going to be some sort of like mishap, so I guess working well under pressure and being prepared is probably a good thing to practice, because you don't know what can happen, man. And then any little mistake, like you said earlier, it can be small. It's going to be blown up to wild proportions online and stuff like that. So yeah, you got to be ready for that for sure. Word.
So let me answer these in order. Are there any resources for TOs to help with troubleshooting for running events? I'm trying to think what troubleshooting. Any resources? Really, I can't say that I've used any resources for TO, and a lot of it has just been overall experience. And I would say because I've been going to New York locals for about the past 2 years, I kind of just observe what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say pretty much like what struck out to me from another TO. If you guys know Apollo 1999, the guy who does Skillions, which is the Vampire Savior tournaments over in New York. His kind of philosophy with TOing when he does TO is, I just want to run. I see a match, I run it. Like I see a match kind of lined up, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to run it right then and there. Like if it's available, you have a setup, run it right then and there. Losers match, whatever. Winners match, run it. The only time it becomes more complicated is when you do have a stream. But even then, you kind of just like you get a cutoff point. So for most games over at like when I run a monthly, I do it at top 4. So like okay, just run every single match you can as fast as possible till top 4. Don't wait out for another match because one match will delay another match. Just run it. It's available, just do it.
Right. Okay.
Obviously, when there's overlap, you got to think about it a little more. But still, if you see like a match available, don't wait on it. Just do it. Put it on.
Right. Okay. You see that next question, Okidori?
The control situation. So the super guns. So the super guns are actually pad compatible. Also, you do not have to worry about controllers for any game that ran on a super gun. Every single game has a console version. Luckily, I only found the Snapshot 2 version on console about a month ago because I kept looking for it. I couldn't find it until recently. I'm like, yo, wait, what is this? PS4, obviously. PS4, you can use any controller as long as you got a PS4 or PS3. Yeah, as long as you got like a PS4 stick or like a PS4 converter. The only thing that's kind of annoying with PS4 is that you do need a touchpad to configure your controls on the ACA versions of the game.
Ooh, okay.
So that's only really a problem for 98 and 2002. Yes, we're also running 2002 on the ACA version for some of the separate consoles. That's JP only. But that's honestly that's the thing I stress the most. Make sure you have a lot of your hardware guaranteed, and try not to rely too much on other people for the actual setups themselves.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
So for O2, we have, I believe, still about like 4 setups. Maybe I think it's excluding the super gun. That's on ACA. So I had my team kind of just use their Japanese PSN accounts to buy the PlayStation, the 2002 ACA version. Besides that, on the super gun, the only thing that you cannot do on the super gun is set up macros.
Oh,
but that's the only thing you cannot do. But besides that, pretty much any controller should be fine. And Min has been doing this for a while. You can just rely on him to help you out with any controller issues that may come up. But something may come. If something does come up, he'll help you out with the controller issues. He's been doing this for a hot minute.
Okay. You see that other question? Will there be any time for money matches? What's up with that?
On Friday, honestly, for sure. We're capped. So the team tournaments are actually going to cap. So you're going to be part of the team tournament. Make sure you get there early because I'm going to be. Once I reach 12 teams, I'm not taking anyone else. It's capped. Money matches, of course, on Friday night for sure. On Saturday night, Saturday night might be more. It might be a little more difficult. However, with the idea is kind of to make sure we have at least like 7 or 8 KOF 14 setups running at the same time. With 7 or 8 setups, we should be able to run that relatively fast. We should eventually be able to run some many matches. Henry's pretty good about. He'll close really late if the event is popping. So if you guys are willing to stay that long, feel free to run as many money matches as you want.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to lose your whole month's salary to lose Cha, go right ahead.
Hey, I would say like maybe $5-10, for the experience. I think that's safe than trying to, put up your whole rent.
Andrew, you see Aru right there. I think he's a high roller.
Okay, all right. Some people are like that, that have like gambling addictions and stuff like that. They just want to bet.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like a K-pop star. He probably spends a lot of money and stuff.
Oh man, we getting the roasts on the live stream. Wow. All right, let's get ready to get out of here, man. So if you could, man, just run down the whole event, man, of everything, who, what, when, where, how. Yeah, go right ahead, man. I'll give you the mic, man, and after that we could wrap things up. So yeah, go right ahead, man. Just tell us everything what's going on with this event this weekend.
Okay, so Friday, the event for me practically starts when I go pick up Luis Chow over at JFK at like 2:30, and then from there, this is the actual event now. So we're gonna be essentially, I'm gonna be taking signs as soon as I get there. I'm gonna be setting up. And the first thing that's going to be the most notable thing for tonight is the KOF 13 exhibition between Team Stickbug and New York City King of Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be between, again, on Team Stickbug is going to be minus A3 Religion, Zeal, Malik, and Liston. For those of you who don't know, Malik used to be really grind. He used to grind his game a lot, so he's very good at the game. I think he got placements like second at NEC, and Liston actually won Defend the North. So these guys know how to play, and they've been grinding. So at New York KOF, better make sure they're ready for this shit, because they're no slouches. Now on the New York KOF side, however, you got some very notable players. You got Marco Polo, Pachu, Aru is in the chat right now, Rome, and Shadow. Now Shadow, Pachu, and Marco, you cannot sleep on them either. Andrew, I don't know, man. You might need to start grinding 10 hours a day from today until the event. Rome, you might need to start grinding now too. But that's the main event. That's the main exhibition for today. I don't know why I'm in there, bro. So you volunteer, bro? I asked. But besides that, we're doing KOF 14 2v2 team tournament, pretty much starting around 9, and then at the same time we're doing a 2002 U website tournament also on the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And then Saturday we're gonna be open at 1. That's when the venue opens up. We're gonna be open flat out at 1. That's the last day. I should actually mention this. That's the last day that I'm going to be taking on-site signups. On-site signups are more expensive. They're $7 a game on-site. All of that closes at 2, so you need to make sure you get there early. You're not there by 2. I'm not putting you in a bracket. At 2 p.m. exactly is going to be Sam Show 2 and KOF 2002. Sam Show 2 is going to be ran on Lunar Phase Live. KOF 98, well, KOF 2002 is going to be ran on Min 2012. So it's going to be running for about until 4 p.m. is going to be The Last Blade 2 and KOF 98. KOF 98 on Min 2012. KOF 98 is going to be on Min's channel, and The Last Blade 2 is going to be on Lunar Phase Live. At 5, we're going to do KOF 13 on our channel, and well, the stream might start around 6, but at 5, make sure you're there for KOF 13 and make sure you are there for Garo. And then to finish up the night at 7 o'clock, our biggest tournament with 32 entrants currently. We're probably going to get a bunch more just signing up at the last minute. KOF 14 at 7 p.m. and Samurai Showdown 5 Special at 7 p.m. And then from there, and then the last side event, which is going to happen at 9 p.m. If you guys like Twinkle Star Strikes, we're going to have some Twinkle Star Strikes action at 9 p.m. ran by courtesy of Retro Station and Kick Punch Blog. So if you like all SNK games, if you like all these SNK games, come through. If you want to bring something, feel free to bring something. We can set that up in the dungeon. But yeah, if you love SNK games, just make sure you come through. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there a while. We're gonna be there a while on Saturday. It's an event. It's a one of a kind event, and hope to see you guys there. See, Elke already knew. Elke already knew. I see that. I knew Retro was gonna sneak Twinkle Star Strikes in there. Yeah, he already knew. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Ooh, they said, is there a stream chart?
The stream chart's going to be uploaded soon. There is a stream chart. I'm going to be uploading all that information tomorrow. By the way, if you are trying to pre-rec still, you really have until the 27th at midnight. So you have until Tuesday night. Once it hits midnight, that's it. You cannot pre-reg anymore. So if you are coming to the event and you still have not pre-reg, make sure you pre-reg before that, because it will be more expensive. So it'll pretty much go from like $40 if you want to enter 08 games to about $56. So that's a substantial difference. You really want to enter 08 games, make sure you pre-reg. It'll also make it easier for me and the crew to seat it accordingly and make sure we can run it as smooth as possible. Or if you want to be like Andrew, go on to and everything and just get flip off the Modelos, go right ahead.
All right, cool, great, man. Cool. Anything else you wanna mention?
I do want to mention that I will be doing more SNK stuff in the future. When Samurai Showdown 7 does come out, you can make sure that I'm going to be on that. I'm definitely going to be playing it myself because I have been playing more 5 Special, and you'll make sure that we do have a local scene. I'm going to make sure we have a local scene for that.
All right, great, cool. Yo, thank you so much for coming on, man, and in doing this tournament, man. This is going to be so dope. I can't wait to check out the stream. I can't wait to check out the feedback we're going to get. Actually,
I do want to say one more thing. This is not going to be the only time we do this. This is not going to be a one-time event.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, man. I was wondering like the frequency of this, because this looks good.
And next year, I'm going to try to be even more ambitious with how many people I bring out and who I bring out. If you want kind of an idea of what I'm going to be trying to do, just look at what the vampire community is doing for Makai Cup later in March. I don't know how the hell they did it. They're bringing out 5 Japanese players. So I'm kind of honest. I'm gonna actually, before I leave, shoutouts to Vampire Arcadia, shoutouts to Makai Cup, shoutouts to all those guys, Diando, Apollo. Because honestly, they were honestly partially an inspiration for me trying to do any of this stuff. And the Vampire Savior community has a very special place in my heart as well. And because of them, some of the stuff that I am doing, a lot of stuff that I am doing is kind of taking kind of their formula and trying to incorporate it myself. So, yeah, shout outs to them and check them out also.
Great, man. Monta, thank you so much again, man, for coming on. Like I said before, and I said many times, I can't wait to check this out on stream. Good luck. Just good luck 100%, man. I know it's going to be a very bountiful and and exciting event. It looks hype. It looks a lot of fun. I like seeing people doing things like this, man. Just like totally SNK focus type events. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the community needs more of. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Thank you very, very much. Do you have any other shout outs you would like to throw in the air before we sign off?
Well, I'd say also shout outs to Rome himself for supporting the event a lot. Shout outs to Elkie, who I see in the chat for King of Fridays. Definitely shout outs to Elkie for that. Shout outs to Andrew for being very, very supportive of the event and being very helpful with this event overall. Big shout outs to Saltamiya for providing merchandise and for also being very helpful. Obviously, we had the posters. He made those. Shout out, very, very good posters. I was very pleased with them. Honestly, the biggest shout outs to Marco because he's honestly been carrying a lot of weight for this event as well. You're wondering how we got Luis Char to actually come to this event. You wonder how we were also getting like Violent Kane and all these guys to try and come out to the event. It's because of Marco. Without Marco, this event wouldn't be as hype or as good as it is. So Marco's a big part of this.
Indeed. Great. Cool. All right. So, again, I want to thank everybody for coming on, everybody for watching. I appreciate it very, very much. So I'm going to give some shout outs on my end and just a recap of everything that's kind of going on and stuff like that. And then sign out. So here we go. Fast as we can. Again, Lunar Eclipse Phase SNK this weekend, Friday, March 1st. Saturday, March 2nd. All these games are going to be there. So,
oh well.
So yeah, definitely check it out. Check out the stream. Go to the Smash GG link for more information. It's going to be a good event. I can see it. You reading the chat?
Oh my god, Nightbot 1, Bad Guy 0. Damn, who shot Monta?
Oh man. So yeah, again, get t-shirts, dreamcastle.com/shop. Support us on Patreon. Go to our Discord server. We have a lot of fun there. Check out SNK Heroines on PC. Sign up, like Monta did for Lunar Eclipse Phase SNK through the SNK Sports Support Program. Shouts to Saltamiya. There's going to be a vendor there at Lunar Eclipse Phase SNK. Check out the videos of our past King of Fighters 14 online tournament 11. Next King of Fighters 14 tournament on PS4 sometime next month. And where the PC players at? Let's get something popping again for the PC players like we did late 2018. And I think that's about it. Oh yeah, excuse me. Vegas Cup 3 March 23rd 24th this year, supported by SNK. No, part of the Neo Geo World Tour 2. Definitely check that out. There's a pretty big pop bonus that has grew. I don't even know what it is anymore. So definitely check that out. Links and everything is going to be in the description section on the YouTube archive. So don't fear, and go to Combo Breaker 2019, May 24th, 26th. And so that's about it. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us on this very special episode, Dream Council Live. Check out, again, Lunar Eclipse Phase SNK this weekend. If you have any questions for Monta, we're going to link up his Twitter in the description section. So everything goes to him regarding the event this weekend. But thanks again. And this concludes another installment of the Dream Council podcast. My name is Desmond, the administrator of DreamCouncil.com. And until next time, keep playing, keep learning, and have fun. Peace.
Peace out.